Next up at UFC Vancouver, we have what is likely the most controversial fight on this card, meaning all of you, the viewers, battling it out in the comment sections, arguing live in a live chat. This fight has a lot of people split. We have Chito Vera taking on Aiemann Zahabi. Marlon Chito Vera, 23-10 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, coming off back-to-back losses, taking on Aiemann Zahabi, 13-2 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5 on a 6-fight win streak. Chito Vera, as we all know, a very tough Muay Thai fighter, had the chin of legends. He does a really good job using all of his tools, keeping fights ugly. He does always give up that first round, but then he just moves forward. Elbows in the clinch, throws the punches. Everything has power. And even if you land more strikes on him than he lands on you, you leave a fight with Chito Vera looking like you got the shit beat out of you. He's got submissions as well. He'll snatch some things up in scrambles. He is coming off back-to-back losses. First was the title fight loss to Sean O'Malley, where he absorbed the biggest knee I have ever seen anybody just eat like nothing happened. And then he lost to Davison Figueiredo, where he was knocked down for the first time in his career. So now we don't know, is his chin gone? He's taking on Aiemann Zahabi, Firas Zahabi's brother. If you don't know who Firas Zahabi is, GSP's coach. He's like a pioneer in coaching in Canadian MMA. So Firas Zahabi's been around high-level athletes. He's been highly coached. He's got great fight IQ.
That's
He's
TriStar?
not like, yes. He's not exactly like a wildly talented athlete, but he works hard. He puts it all together, and he's very well trained. He's got solid takedown defense, high fight IQ. He is coming off that win over Jose-Aldo, where he almost was put out and then stole a decision because Jose-Aldo
wasn't put out when that head kick landed is absolutely fucking. He was staggering around. Aldo lands a clean fucking head kick while he's like on the ground, getting up, and then he just almost finishes Aldo 30 seconds later.
Aldo, when people use the word death gas, that's it. Like that, he literally.
That was within like that was a 15-second spurt. And you know what's funny about that too? That was up in weight. Remember, Aldo was like, I can't make the weight. And
yeah.
They had like randomly make it at featherweight or whatever. So Aldo was fucking like juiced up, feeling. And maybe he had some issues because he couldn't make the weight or whatever. But I mean, he shouldn't have had weight cut issues or anything. And he fucking was done.
He literally, in the middle of almost knocking this dude out, collapsed. Just laid on his back. Just like, I'm done. Just laid on his back in the middle of the cage.
Looking at the clock was the best part. Like, he threw one little flurry. Zahabi, like, landed a knee in his midsection. Aldo backed up and was, like looking in the arena. Like, Zahabi's, like, running at him. And he's, like, looking for the clock in the arena. Like, oh, fuck. And it was, like, 3 minutes left. And he was like, all right, I'm going to lay down here for a little bit.
It's crazy because he should have won that decision if not getting the finish. But he didn't. So Zahabi won that fight. And then we found out that Jose-Aldo was 45 years old. He did an interview right after that fight saying, I'm going to be 50 in 5 years. A 45-year-old man. The reality is, I get that Aiemann Zahabi good, and full disclosure, I don't like him. I don't know why. I don't know what my issue is. So I got a lot of bias on the other side. So you can just throw this out the window if you like. But if you look at who Aimann's beating, he was getting his ass kicked in that fight. He stole that decision. I get it. He ended up
Aldo,
on top.
You joking?
Yeah, I think Aldo won that fight.
I think he outstruck Aldo by like 30 or 40 strikes.
Because Aldo laid on his back. You can almost not even give him credit.
Dude, he was going tit for tat with the boxing. Aldo looked good in the first round. I think Zahabi outstruck him in the second round.
And then almost finished him in the third. I mean, come on. What are we doing? Should have won. The third was the clearest 10-8 I've ever seen in my life. And then if you want to make it a 10-9, because Zahabi ended up on top, because Jose-Aldo laid down. He didn't take him down. He didn't knock him down. He just laid on his back. So you can't give him credit for getting there. Anyway.
Do you know what you're arguing at this point?
That it was that Jose-Aldo should have won the last fight. I'm arguing that Zahabi's record is a little hollow. Javid Basharat, that was a bad decision too. And the only reason he won that decision is because his brother was going, hey, every time they landed anything that looked like something, and Javid had like some shit game plan for no reason whatsoever. This fight is in Canada, so there's no reason for me to believe he won't get a third super close decision. I do wish it was 5 rounds because Chito just isn't a fast starter. I'm going to go ahead and pick Chito. This could be like last week with Figgy and Montel. Everybody said, like, Figgy went out there and he won that fight. A former world champion
What did I say
Levels
about
to
that
this.
fight? I said it was going to
You
be
were
like
right.
Jonathan Martinez going in and freezing against fucking Aldo, and Montel went in there and fucking froze.
Yeah, I
He
didn't
didn't
watch
do
it.
shit. He didn't do shit.
Well, I'm picking Cheeto for all of those reasons. Aiemann Zahabi might freeze up here. Aiemann Zahabi's gotten a couple
What?
super ridiculously close decisions. Marlon Vera hits harder than Aimann's fought. Anybody that Aimann's fought. If his chin isn't full-blown gone, he'll just walk through everything. He doesn't even cut. I think he could dot up Zahabi, beat him up a little bit, and steal this. So Cheeto's going to be the pick. There's not really a lot of value on him as a dog anymore because that's sort of long gone. He's a popular dog this week, but I'm going Cheeto. What do you think?
A pick is a pick. I'm not going to trash you for the pick because we have to make picks, and I kind of get what you're saying. And this is going towards a certain somebody. I can't believe people trust Cheeto with their money. I can't believe it. Like, if he's like maybe like plus 200, plus 250, a little value play because he's got power, he's durable, I get that. This guy's got no sense of urgency to do anything fucking ever. Even in that last fight, he's like, talks all the talk. I'm going in there. I'm going to kill. I'm going to turn it up a notch. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Fuck, all this stuff. Then he gets in there. He's down 2-0. He gets knocked down in the third round with, 2 or 3 minutes left. He needs a finish. Hey, this is your time. You got to fucking turn it up a notch, buddy. What'd he do? Typical fucking Cheeto. Just kind of take it, plot. Plot, plot, plot. No fucking sense of urgency. Even in a fight where he knew he needed to finish, he finally got dropped. All this fucking bullshit. You look at Zahabi, he can kind of be a little bit tut around the back, but he has the fucking killer instinct. He almost got killed by Aldo. The second he got back to his feet, he wasn't like, oh shit. He fucking went right at Aldo, and there's a reason he won that fight, because he fucking buried that guy who was chasing a fucking finish. If there's a dog between the two of these guys, and what probably is going to be a little bit of a close fight, tit for tat, because they're both durable, they both got power, I trust Zahabi to fucking turn it up a notch. If he needs to win the third round, Zahabi's going to win the fucking third round. This guy Cheeto, I can't believe. You want to make a pick? Make a pick. I understand he's got power. I understand he's got like this, slick little jiu-jitsu off his back and this type of stuff. Trusting Cheeto with your money at this rate is fucking insanity. I got to go Zahabi because in a close fight, I think he actually gives a shit and he's shown that he will go for it. And they're in Canada. That plays a part as well. I got to go Zahabi here. I think he's just a better fighter and just wants it more at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I get going Zahabi when once you factor in Canada, and we've literally seen him win close decisions before. He did not win that Javid Bajrat fight. He did not win that fight. He was just screaming. The judges like the random screaming. I think Cheeto's just more dangerous everywhere. The volume is my concern, and if he gives up one round, that's kind of a problem. To your point, no real sense of urgency there. Hopefully, he's at a point where he's like, well, fuck, I can't lose 3 in a row.
People don't change. People don't change. Every fighter comes in, it's like, oh, I'm going to be 2.0, I'm going to do whatever. And then they do the examining. I mean, we see week after week. If this person would just do this, you know how many bets I've lost hoping and waiting for somebody to do what they're supposed to do and they just fucking don't do it? Fighters don't fucking change. He's going to come in and you're going to be like, wow, I can't believe he's doing it again. And you're going to be surprised. Not fucking me.
It'll be an interesting fight, and it's an important fight. Cheeto's still very highly ranked in the division. All of a sudden, Aiemann Zahabi, with a very late career surge here, could just pop up into the top 10 rankings and be fighting for a title at some point in a division that's pretty cleaned out. We've already got rematches. And then next week, we have a very important fight, so we'll see what happens there. But Aiemann Zahabi with a good win here, all of a sudden in the talks for a title shot in the next year or so. If you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, everything we offer available on the website right now. It is only $10, no upsell, no cross-sell, no weird packages. $10 for all of it. We want picks.com. Just click become a member at the top.